My name is Madison Herrig, and this is my second persuasive speech. Here's my audio. I'm sure you all are familiar with the DARE program. School districts all over the country and even the world are putting their students through the several-week-long drug abuse resistance education course at all different ages, and our governments are funding it. But what I bet you didn't know is that this program actually seems to be more of a waste of money than anything. The DARE program should no longer be implemented because it has been proven ineffective and is using government dollars that could be spent elsewhere. This program has shown no evidence in keeping children and young adults away from harmful drugs. Studies of the DARE program have proven its failure and even how it has reversed effects in some areas. The DARE program needs to be eliminated from schools around the country, and having this program removed will free up time and money to put into other useful programs. The DARE program has repeatedly been proven ineffective. The program is used in 75% of U.S. school districts in 48 countries worldwide and claims to teach kids information about drugs and how to recognize social pressures. However, this program has been proven through several meta-analyses to have absolutely no short or long-term effects. In a study by the California Education Department, more than 40% of students put through the DARE program said that they were not influenced by the teachings at all, and more than 70% of the students said they felt indifferent or neutral feelings towards the instructors in the program. In another study, a group of kids put through the DARE program were compared to kids who had not received the DARE program. There was absolutely no difference in illicit drug use between the groups. In a study done by the University of Illinois, high school seniors who had taken DARE were actually proven to be more likely to participate in illicit drug use than seniors who had not taken DARE. Even in studies that showed kids had negative attitudes toward drugs after taking the DARE program, the effects were proven to have diminished after a year had passed. It was also shown that the DARE program was negatively related to self-esteem later in life. I've only presented you with a small number of studies done on the impact or lack of impact of DARE, and it seems profound that these negative effects are coming from a program costing us so much money. This program uses so many government dollars each year. Estimates show that DARE costs $1 to $2 billion annually, coming from private, local, state, and federal governments. In 2000, the most recent year with available numbers, $9.7 million of those dollars came from taxpayers, and an estimated $40 million came from the federal government. In the study I presented earlier from the California Department of Education, many educators and administrators involved admitted that it was a waste of taxpayer dollars to keep implementing this program. The White House even has its Office of National Drug Control Policy currently looking into whether it's worth the cost anymore. After seeing that this program virtually has no point of being in our schools, has no effect, and even negative effects on our children, and costs our government and even each of us a fortune, I think the next step seems pretty obvious. The DARE program needs to lose its funding and be removed from all of our schools. The majority of the staff in the DARE program are police officers that work and are paid for by the local government, so there would be no significant job losses. DARE is founded on popularity, not effectiveness, and if parents really want their kids to learn about the harms of drug use, it seems safe to say that they would all choose effectiveness over popularity. After being removed, so many resources will be freed to help kids that really are at risk for drug-related harm. Millions of dollars and so much time and energy would then be able to be put towards a better use for these kids. Drug use is a symptom of personal problems, so drug safety education and teaching kids to make positive decisions needs to be targeted to at-risk kids more than anything. Most kids won't do drugs in their life, but the kids that are at higher risk of exposure and behavioral problems and youth are the ones that need to be educated on the harm. And DARE didn't focus on any specific group of kids. There are also alternative programs out there that have been proven effective, such as Keeping It Real, a program for kids ages 10 to 17 with curriculums altered for different cultures, Across Ages, a program for kids ages 9 to 13 that seeks to strengthen relationships between children and adults of different schools and communities, and Reconnecting Youth, a program that targets high school-aged kids and seeks to strengthen peer relationships and target all kinds of behavioral problems. These are only a few examples of the many, many other programs that can all be researched on your own time. So eliminating DARE would not be eliminating drug safety education completely, It would just provide opportunity to find a more effective means. The money could even be put back into improving communities, as a good chunk of drug use is present in lower socioeconomic areas. It should be clear now that the DARE program is virtually a waste of money and time. It has been consistently proven ineffective and even shown to have counter effects. It should be removed from our schools, and if the DARE program is taken away, it will free up so much time and resources that can be put towards more effective measures. If you agree that this program is only wasting the time of our children and the money of our government, then there is something you can do. You can educate your kids on the harmful effects of drugs on your own. You can contact your school and local representatives to voice your complaints, and you now even have proof to support you. Or you can suggest and support the alternative programs that were previously mentioned. If there's a push to remove the DARE program, who knows what kind of effective programs could be put to use with that money. The facts in this speech were taken from the article DARE Admits Failure, the article DARE Pros and Cons from procon.org, the article Just Say No to DARE from Time Magazine, the article DARE Programs Costs Source Past $1 billion from CERD.org, and from Ms. Christina Williams, professor in the psychology department at the University of Kansas. Thank you. Here, one last time, audience.